Hello, hello. Welcome to today. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to today's messages. Is this thing on? Let's tune in to the frequencies of 432 hertz. Supports peaceful nervous system. We want to encourage all things that support peaceful nervous system, right? Yes. Okay. Thank you for being here. Let's see what messages come up for us today. Solace. Solace and interbeing. Beautiful. Wow. Peaceful. Gardening. Yes. How it affects the great web of life and the elementals. Someone gardening in here. This fairy is watching. Look at this web down here and just growing things. Looks like morning glory. Yes, that's this. Okay, and interbeing. Beautiful. And protection. Big cat protection. So the quietness of being, interbeing together. Yes, well, the web, right? We're all interconnected. And to be in peace is to emit peaceful frequencies that help stabilize the tumultuousness that is also being emitted, right? Counteract, cancel out, stabilize. Yes, this is why the work of the few affects the work of the many, right? Because we're broadcasting information. And so your work on your peaceful nervous system is creating a steady tone that's combining into the web. Yes, discordance. There's a lot of discordance. And so your efforts to peacefulness within contributes, right? Contributes. Dang it. Dang it, water. That's it. I need a little vessel that's just for water from a sponge. Okay. Let's see what the Arcturians want to add here. What is this one again? It is... What is that one? confirmation, right? What we emit will be confirmed. So confirm peace, and peace will be confirmed in your external. This is how we change the world individually from where you are standing right now. This peaceful regulation, right? If you think about Wi-Fi signals and all of the frequencies that are floating around in the air, when you are creating a steady, balanced, coherent frequency, sympathetic resonance, right? All of that discordance that heads or is floating through changes when it hits your field of resonance. This is why we talk about the beingness, right? It's very important. Do not undervalue the power of your beingness. Yes. And how it affects, right? We've all walked into a room and you can feel if somebody is feeling away, right? It's because you've brushed up against their electromagnetic field and you can feel it. Same with you, right? You walk into a room and you affect instead of being affected. This is what the strength in your core, in your heart. If it's weak, shaky, uncertain, then it is going to be affected by somebody's energy that is more stable. Not necessarily stable, but like strong. Yeah, stronger. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, we've got protection. Beautiful. Yes. Protection all around you. Protection, defense, courage, independence, and higher self. Alga's energy brings a powerful connection to divine consciousness. This rune is an aid to speak and commune with spirit and the higher powers. In a reading, it references a connection with the gods and an awakening. You have been granted divine protection. That is also a teaching force, and you are encouraged to be in a state of listening. And states of listening is states of allowing, of openness, to receive messages, to receive information, to receive feedback and confirmation. Okay, I feel like this is right. We're confirming your protection and also how your peaceful nervous system grants you this protection because your internal harmony allows your spirit protection access, closer access, because you are vibrating, you're speaking the language of spirit with your vibration, right? Yes, because in the interbeing card, the links, I had a dream. There was a pack of them. And they don't typically, I don't know. I don't know enough, I guess. They're pack creatures. Beautiful. your peaceful, harmonic, joyful, loving, compassionate, prosperous. This beautiful card. This is what's protected and what you are protecting, right? This is the collaboration with spirit, with the universe. You work on your physical vessel and your connection, and that is your meeting spirit halfway, right? So by your regulation, you allow protection. Therefore, you protect yourself through your regulation. Does that make sense? Yes, this is your peace. This is your willpower. Wow. Wow. First two cards. Okay. First, internal, harmonic, harmonious resonance. Then it affects your physical to match. Then your physical reality steps up to meet you. Right? Regulated, peaceful, steady, sturdy, stable, harmonious. This is the kind of frequency that compounds, builds, and nurtures physical growth, right? Like thunder and lightning. This is the thunder. This is the lightning. In the sense of one comes first, right? And then there's a delay because the spirit realm is quicker than the physical realm. This is why maintenance, practice, momentum, these are all things because we're growing in the 3D. And every time you distract, disharmony, deflect, whatever from this, you pause the growth. When you build momentum in this, then the momentum can build on the growth, right? I'm also getting that cartoon where it shows the side slice of this digger, a miner, digging, 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 and you see this long tunnel and it's this strenuous work, and they give up because they're like, I've been digging forever and there's nothing, I'm out of here. But because we've got the side view, we can see that they were just one dig away from what they've been digging for this whole time, right? And this is the thing. This is the faith. This is the trust. This is the going all in. You are in until, right? You're in until you get there. You're there until you receive the wish, until it falls into your hand and is yours to be, to claim, to have, to hold. Right? Yes, this is the wish, emotional regularity and abundance, right? Joy, happiness, peace, love, harmony, legacy. Beautiful. Wow. This is you taking control of your own life, of your own field of resonance, right? When you're no longer manipulatable by external forces to be, you are holding your emotional state as your commodity, as your most precious contribution to the whole. And so nothing in your external can shake you unless you choose it. Nothing in your external can break you unless you choose it, right? This is the balance of your being and your doingness, this philosopher's wand stone here. We've got the triangle in a circle. So it's like masculine energy and the feminine energy together, right? Balance. And it's like your drawing board, your intention setting, your vision board. You're in this position where you can see behind the veil from different perspective. You're creating, right? A world of gorgeousness. Wow. You're creating a gorgeous world through your resonance. Okay, the Empress is all that and a bag of chips. She is holding, this is her field of resonance. Look at her posture. Look at her eyes. She's not relying on her physical eyes because we know the physical is the last to respond. She's seeing, she's knowing, she's feeling with her third eye, right? And we've got the web in behind here. And in receiving mode, hands open. Look at her heart space, mimicking the field of resonance because it is the compass, the engine, your furnace. Beautiful. Beautiful. Where are you going? Right there. Okay. And your faith in the things happening behind the scenes. And that's exactly it. She's not looking around, checking to see if all the things are showing up, right? Because those things come and go, right? They're bound to the physical realm, which is one dimension. So it's not all about that. It's about the peacefulness. It's about the connection. It's about the offering and service to the whole. Enough of us contribute harmonious resonance. We can change the world by elevating it, by lifting it up, by sympathetic resonance with all those around us. Someone in this state is 100 times more powerful in their effect than someone who is in discordance. And then, boom, the physical catches up. The grounding, the receiving, right? It's landed. It's tangible. You're holding it. You are a master of the physical. The King of Pentacles is the king of the world, the king of the physical world. He's a rich bitch. Yes, he found a way of receiving the star, grounding it, planting it, and growing in abundance. And it's coming. It's coming, right? The timelines are lining up to meet you. It's following your signal. Keep it steady, right? I'm just picturing like a movie where someone's tracking somebody and then they lose the signal and then they're like, I don't know where to go. And so they're just kind of wandering aimlessly until the signal hits again. And they're like, oh yeah, it's over there, right? Versus maintaining your signal and then it's just direct route, right? Okay, we've got the other rearranging as you acclimate to the new way of manifesting, of producing. We're going against generations of conditioning that we must hard work in the physical in order to maintain and hold physical things. And that's true, but it takes a lot longer, a lot more energy, a lot more effort than when you line up the internal mechanism. Then the physical is easier. It flows. Okay. We'll go through one more time and see if anybody wants to come out. But what I'm getting here is hold the line because there's so much gorgeousness that is coming to you, that is organizing in your favor. That's it. That's it. Okay. Well, what oracle wants to speak with us today? Archetype? Okay. Here it is. What is it? The eternal child. Beautiful. The eternal child, number 4. The inner child, the child of joy. The eternal child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and at any cost. Resonance. It struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The eternal child wants to nix all rules and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return with plenty of friends to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want to sip from the well of eternal youth, and this makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. Exactly. Run and be free. Feel the wind, feel the earth, smell it. You know, happy kids usually smell like earth. Okay. When in light, joyful, playful, accepts all, and magic. When in dark, addicted, selfish, adrift, and burns out. So this is a way you can check yourself, right? This archetype is so spirited that when its appetite for life isn't satiated, it seeks spirits and substance elsewhere. The eternal child struggles with addictions on all varieties. Okay, so we can have social media addictions, we can have gaming addictions, we could have gambling addictions, shopping, clothing, food, external stimuli, entertainment addictions, right? Needing something else to stimulate us to instant gratify, right? But we're going for this authentic, heart based resonance, eyes closed, right? You're not consuming the things in the physical world that are binding you to it. We're multidimensional beings, and we want the freedom to run, climb, fly, float, soar, and play in all of the dimensions. Celebrity culture is based heavily on this archetype, as if the phrase live hard, die young, and the series of artists and musicians who died at 27. Well, that opens up a whole other can of worms, a can of beans. Yes, that stinks. Okay. My theory on why that age was a thing. And what was really going on with those people? Okay, we'll get a animal oracle. Really? Wow. Wow. You saw me shuffle, right? I mean, getting the same one, the odds, pretty low. Pretty low. Getting the same two, that seems very low. The odds of that. Okay. So, flowing and speaking your truth and how your truth affects the world. This nightingale is sitting atop of the world, right? And the whale, the master of the flow. Okay. Master of the flow. Desire to delve deeper, profound peace and ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Okay? Yes. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, giving them stability, strength, and depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. Beautiful. When in balance, calm, steady, deeply compassionate. When out of balance, heavy and slips into the old story. Okay? Which is very easy to do because it's still very close by. To bring into balance regular self care. Yes, this is something that we are mastering for ourselves, right? How to care, how to tend for our own needs. Okay. And the nightingale, fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. A simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds because it's resonance, right? This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. When in balance, sings, speaks freely with kindness. When out of balance, shy with a lump in the throat. And to bring into balance, music. Gorgeous. Gorgeous and wow. Okay. Just a couple. Just this one. Okay. Switch up your usual route. Come at it from a different angle. Right? Sometimes you're driving down a road and you only ever drive at it from the one angle, just coming, right? Because you always take another way home. Well, come at it from a different angle. You might see something you never noticed before, right? Yes, this also encourages new flow and energy movement. We want the energy movement, right? Okay. Couple charms. And a couple of these ones. Okay, what do we got? Oh, beautiful. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna throw a couple of these out. Four of them. Okay. Okay, look. We got go with the flow on the whale. Beautiful. Yes. Yes, we've got stand your ground. Right? I mean, look at the horns. Yes. Yes. We've got the sunflower power. Okay, this is the abundance. Beautiful. We've got the sun and the moon. Kitty, balance, gorgeousness. We've got your soul tribe coming in, part of your abundance. We've got the spider came out, beautiful. All this talk of webs, and you, the captain of your own ship. You're the one who is both standing on the dock to receive the lighthouse that calls it in, and the captain. Yes, this is what I mean. We're multidimensional. We're everywhere. Okay. We've got forgiveness. When I change my perspective from resentment, is that a hair? I clear a path to happiness within myself. Beautiful. We've got joy. Yes, my unconscious discovery of happiness in each moment allows me to rejoice in bliss. This is the pixie dust that fuels your philosopher's stone wand that creates worlds. Use it. Sprinkle it everywhere. We've got integrity. As I live my truth, my thoughts, words, and actions are aligned. Beautiful. Trust that this steady, stable sturdiness of being nurtures seeds. And reflection, taking time out to contemplate my past experiences gives me insight to clarify my future endeavors. Yes. Self-reflection is important, okay? But look at all these beautiful confirmations of where you're going, what you're bringing in, how you are resonating, the efforts to create the world that you want. Look at this, look at this, look at this. I mean, right? This was you wishing upon a star, and then you got it. You got it. Okay? Yes. Gorgeous protection, solace, peace, balance, gorgeousness. Okay? Just like you. So sing and flow in joy and love. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now.